My people, this story from Rivers State is shaking everywhere right now. The Rivers State Secretariat complex has been engulfed in flames, and the timing of this incident is what makes it very suspicious. Just when everyone is still talking about how about 401.9 billion naira was said to be allocated to the sole administrator of the state within 6 months, suddenly the Secretariat, which is the heart of administration, goes up in smoke. Now, many Nigerians are asking questions. Was this fire just an accident, or was it a deliberate move to wipe out evidence? As we move along, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss updates like this. Let us go back a little bit so we can understand what is happening. Earlier this year, President Bola Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers State. The governor, his deputy, and even the State House of Assembly were suspended. In their place, Vice Admiral Ibok Ekwe Ibas, retired, was appointed as the sole administrator of the state. Within that short period, records show that Rivers State received about 401.9 billion naira in allocations. Many citizens have been asking how this money was spent. They want to see projects, documents, reports, and accountability. Calls have been made for the sole administrator's tenure to be probed, but he rejected it, saying the assembly has no power over a presidential appointee. Then all of a sudden, this fire. It started in the podium block of the Secretariat, right on the ground floor, and spread quickly. Some of the offices affected included those of the pension board. Firefighters rushed in from the State Fire Service, the Federal Service, even the military, and tried their best to control the flames. Thankfully, no lives were lost, which is a relief, but offices and property were destroyed. Officials are saying the fire may have been caused by an electrical fault. They are advising civil servants to always turn off and unplug appliances before leaving for the day. But Nigerians are not fully convinced. The suspicion is strong, because just when probes and questions about billions are rising, the building that houses records suddenly catches fire. Please, if you are following, hit the like button and subscribe right now. Let us continue. The truth is this: if the fire destroyed offices that kept financial documents, project files, or payment records, then accountability has been dealt a serious blow. Many people believe this fire might not be ordinary. They are saying it could be a cover-up to hide how funds were used. Others are warning that this may just be coincidence and that sometimes accidents happen, especially in old government buildings. But the timing makes it difficult for people to believe it is just chance. Let us ask ourselves, where are the digital records? Today, most offices keep backups. Are there off-site copies of the state's financial records? If yes, then the truth can still be traced. But if not, then the fire may have wiped away key evidence. And that is why Nigerians are calling for a full and transparent investigation. Agencies like the EFCC, the ICPC, and other oversight bodies must step in. People want to know if this is a case of mismanagement or if it was just a sad accident. And while officials are speaking of rehabilitation and repairs, the people are more concerned with accountability. Like this video and subscribe, because this is where we follow the story until we get answers. The bigger issue is not just the fire. The bigger issue is the 401.9 billion naira that was said to be allocated to one sole administrator in 6 months. That is a massive sum. People are asking, where are the projects? Where are the schools, hospitals, roads, and infrastructure that money is supposed to deliver? Citizens are tired of hearing about allocations without seeing results. It is not just Rivers State. Across Nigeria, billions are shared every month through FAC, yet basic infrastructure is missing in many places. That is why this fire has hit a nerve. It represents more than smoke and flames. It represents the fear that accountability is being buried in the ashes. Now let us take it further. This is not the first time such questions have been raised. Earlier, there were reports that during a staff verification exercise in the state, billions were linked to ghost workers. When you put all this together, it paints a picture that citizens cannot ignore. When you think of it, the state of emergency, the suspension of democratic structures, the appointment of one man, the huge allocations, and then a fire that destroys key offices, the dots connect in people's minds, whether or not government confirms it. Please, if you are still watching, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us reach more people and keep exposing stories like this. So let's ask the real questions. 1. Will there be an independent forensic investigation into the cause of this fire? 2. Will citizens be told which documents were lost? 3. Will there be a probe into how this money was used? 4. Will there be transparency from the federal government that appointed the sole administrator in the first place? These are the things people want to know, and that is why citizens must not keep quiet. Civil society groups, lawyers, activists, and ordinary citizens must push for answers. If not, billions will keep disappearing, and every time the heat is rising, something will happen to silence accountability. We cannot allow that. Now, let me bring in the bigger context. Nigeria has struggled with accountability for years. Funds disappear, projects are abandoned, records are missing, and citizens are left with nothing to show for all the billions shared. The Rivers State case is just an example of how fragile transparency is when one person holds power without legislative oversight. That is why democracy is so important. When you suspend elected leaders and put one person in charge, checks and balances are gone. And when checks and balances are gone, accountability also disappears. Like this video and subscribe, my people. It is important. Let's stay with this story together. Because the question on everybody's lips right now is simple. Was the Rivers State Secretariat fire truly an accident, or was it an attempt to wipe away the evidence of how 401.9 billion naira was used? Nigerians deserve the answer.